Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Oh, I got a lot of stuff behind me there. Welcome to Creative Talent Productions. While I create and while I have stuff behind me, which is a distraction to me because I see it from the corner of my eye. And when you're someone like me who has to focus, um, visual distractions are visual distractions. Hold on one second. As the world turns and as I do all these things, well, is it really in the way? No, it's actually not. No, it's not in the sleep. Okay, good. All right. That was my OCD taking over, thinking that it was something there, and well, there is a lot of stuff behind me on the table because I have papers that I've been, well, coordinating and scanning and all that. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today on a Wednesday? On a wonderful Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Oh, I gotta bring the cans out. Um, the latest that I have been updated on, because I haven't even put the news on. I don't. My sleep pattern is off, and well, I woke up kind of late, but I'll be up probably for a while. But I'm working on getting back to a normal sleeping at night and then waking up like by 6 or 5 or 6. But anyhow, yeah, the last I heard was that the UN, the UN, we are, well, we look like fools. Our country really looks very foolish because of all the antics of Mr. President Trump. And for anyone who has lost a loved one, and to have people speak at the eulogy and be speaking about all of the current social issues was so disrespectful. I know that this man, Charlie Kirk, that was his platform, you know. It was just so distasteful. It was really, really distasteful. And like I said, if I were a family member, I would have contacted security or gotten up and walked right to security. Have them stop. Have them stop now in honor of my loved one, because that was so grotesque. I'm not going to apologize for saying it was grotesque, because it absolutely was. And then you get Junior coming up there, and he's going on. I mean, what's wrong with this country to want to be in cahoots with this man and what he's about? He's not doing anything for the country. He's destroying the country. He has done so many, like Article 25, actions already. I mean, his cognition is totally deteriorated. I mean, it's quite evident. And when you start having that speech impairment where you're not connecting the words and you're slurring, that's mini strokes. That's myelin sheathing. That could be a sign of multiple sclerosis, okay? I mean, and then you have J.D. Vance, who J.D. Vance and that the other one, the blonde, Bondi, they're speaking about, like, I was like, what is wrong with this? This is what we're actually. This is the American experience under this regime. So, in order to correct course, there has to be things done. There has to be something done. There has to be something done, because he has violated so many laws. And then you have now lowering the recruitment criteria. So basically, anyone who can walk and talk and chew bubble gum and use a bathroom and write a sentence could basically go ahead and be hired to go and illegally kidnap and disappear migrants. But I guess those people who support him, you're okay with that, right? Hello, hello. I don't know who these people are. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. And the whole spiel about climate change. Has anybody been noticing the weather and all of these disastrous storms? Oh no, but climate change is a hoax, right? It's a hoax. Well, while you spew that that is a hoax and that climate change is and it's not real, we see what's happening globally. I mean, everybody around the world can see what's happening, but you're going to say climate change is a hoax, and you are the research scientist of the globe. You invented air, and you are the world leader of everything in the science realm. Okay then, right, okay. And again, my uncle is my aunt because he wears a skirt. Nothing against transgenders, okay? You can change your identity on a piece of paper, and you can have as many changes as you want in that field, but I have nothing against gays and transgenders. I'm just using that as a metaphor. So yeah, it's definitely the Twilight Zone. It's definitely an era of total delusion and distraction, while Putin runs the show, and while Putin is oh yeah, and now we have Venezuela now. Oh, and bombing fishing boats and sporting boats and using the excuse that there are cartels with fentanyl. That is the biggest crock. So now we're gonna, that's another violation of UN law, of nautical law, as far as the it goes, as far as globally, because there's laws that you're just totally pooping on. You think you could do anything and everything, and then you're going to go up in front of the podium because your believers, your supporters, oh yeah, we got to get the drugs out of here, we got to get the drugs out of here. Make up your mind. Is it Venezuela or is it Mexico? Where are the drugs coming from? Or is it Canada? Or is it China? You people are so dense. It's like, first the drugs are coming from, get that, please. Oh my God. Oh my God. Absolutely horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. So gasoline is going up. What you did with Venezuela is basically going to give us he's going to give you, the United States, which then in turn affects us. They're going to say, okay, and now, oh my God, there's so much so much happening, people. And he's just destroying everything, totally destroying everything. And then he wants to lock people up who speak up against him. Any reporters, any news outlet, this Sinclair thing. People should have the friggin', we've had the fervor to go against and not, for the BDS and all that. But, stop paying for cable, period. Shut them down. Shut them down. That's the only way we're going to do it. You see what's happening all over the globe. You see people going, there's a lot happening. So, everybody, buckle up, stay buckled up, and whoever these judges are, like I said, I'll say it a million freaking times, find your balls, pull up your damn freaking skirts, and get to the business of handling this clown that we have, okay? Unreal. Unfreaking real. Yeah, what was he'd have to say? Let's see, what did he say? Yeah, please. Yeah, craziness, everybody. I don't even know the latest. Let me see. Let's see the latest here. Oh my God. Yeah. No. Global warming. It's not real. No, it's all pretend. All these storms. What just happened not too long ago in Texas, that tragedy. No, that didn't happen, right? That didn't happen. That's not global warming. Flash flooding, right? Intense heat, right. Power outages, no. It's all, well, it's all an imagination. I know. Jeffrey Epstein and Elvis, they're controlling the weather. That's what it is. Jeffrey Epstein, he's controlling the weather, right? Anyway, everybody, look at what this clown wrote. This is me. Unbelievable. Some clown just wrote because he's looking for attention. He wants attention from a senior woman like me. He wrote something really off the chain. Well, I hope you weren't along now. You might be one of my neighbors. There's some characters over here, very close by. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Anyway, everybody, I hope you all have a great day. And oh, you know what? You know what else? Not that this does in an indirect way have something to do with politics. I have been a connoisseur. Well, I was. I don't subscribe to cable anymore. I was a subscriber, a viewer of all the housewife shows, right? And I've said this before. Every single one of the cast members need to form. They have to have a union. Everyone has got to form a union, because now you see the writing on the wall, and so form a union for everyone who has been on these shows. Not that any of these people watch me, but form a union so you can get some type of residuals, because I have the strong feeling that these shows are all going to be faded out, and I think like the Housewives, I think they're all going to be faded out, and then they'll have other shows, but I do believe that moving forward that they're gonna just totally fade them out. That's what I believe. And these individuals, the cast members, the money that they made, yeah, it's great, but now I don't think it's gonna be anymore. I just don't think it's gonna be anymore. So I hope that they form a union, and that's what I gotta say on that. And also too with the bloggers, and I've engaged with the bloggers and all that, the podcast bloggers, and these shows have taken off like into their own universe type of a situation. It's like the Bravo sphere, and which is it's good. It's good, but I'm bringing this up because you all need to be compensated now for all of this stuff now, because these cast members, there's memes of these ladies, and their sayings, like my favorite housewife, hands down, Nene Leakes. I've always snap. She's just like attitude, and she don't care, and she's Nene and Teresa. My favorite. But then Teresa came. I don't know. Teresa's always been, even though she's acted out, but whatever. So anyway, like you got memes of these ladies, and their sayings. It's like they're not capitalizing on any of this. So that's why you guys got to form a union. Excuse me. You got to form a union. Because they're making money. They've made money hand over fist. Okay. And nowhere. I mean, they had no concept. The network had no concept of how this would envelope into so many different like different types of situations, and morph into different situations. But I mean, from these shows, you've got people that they've got podcasts and blogs, and they've done well, financially well. So they need to form a union. They need to form a union, and if they need any help in letter writing, for hire. But yeah, so it does coincide basically with politics, because now, and also too, the irony, Jimmy Kimmel, these networks, they're all owned by right-wing organizations. So the hypocrisy is that they're owned by right-wing organizations, yet they'll allow all kinds of toxicity on their networks. You understand? Like, so it's such a there's so much hypocrisy in all of this. There really, really is. There really, really is. So anyway, everybody, just watch all your finances. Watch your finances. Be good to one another. If you have any amends to make with people, time is moving quick. Make amends. Be kind to people, and we're in for some deep poop poop. We are in for some deep poop poop, and it's just the residuals of all the BS is just starting to come up to surface now, people. So yeah, just watch, and gotta end this freaking war. You have to. It's not even a war. It's a genocide. How can you call it a war? A war is when the people that are in combat, they have equivalent standing. This is not a war. This is a genocide that we're paying for. Yeah, because the United States of America, they do all this kind of proxy BS, And for the ignorant people that have no clue, like one ignorant person that I'll never speak to again, who said Palestinians don't belong in America. She's a Trump supporter. Yeah, a connoisseur of bullshit on Fox News. Yeah. Right wing. Yeah. Because the right wing will tell you anything and everything to scare people. But they won't get into, well, this happened during this time when this policy was implemented. Yeah. You know what they do to society? They blank us without a lube, is what they do. They do. And then you'll notice as there's any type of ceremonies, there'll be groundbreaking and there's photographies, and then they'll have events. Like they sent me an invite to go to an event this weekend in a town that I'm not in a hamlet I'm not in. So get it together, okay? Get it together. I don't live in LaGrange. Thank you, okay? People are unbelievable. Anyway, everybody, have a good one. You're gonna keep on going. I guess maybe if that's your trip, enjoy it. This person wrote, "Woman, know your place." Woman, know your place. Okay. All right. Should I get into that kitchen right now and cook my scraps? Anyway, everybody have a good one. Have a good one. And yeah, any mods who come on here, if you see any of the delinquents making comments that are, of a delinquent nature or of a, feel free to just block them. Everybody have a good day. I'll be back. Bye.